Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. In this video, we are gonna be doing like a little room tour type video. I've made this video like a few months ago, but I'm deciding to give you guys like a more in-depth one, an updated one, and also a daytime version. So yeah, 3 changes are made, and also I should turn on my LED lights. Okay, so now that my lights are on, we're gonna start in like the bed section, which is the first like main section. Okay, so starting off with my bed section, I have some blankets here at the end. I always use 2 blankets, one like comfy and soft one to use during the day, and then I add this one on top of this one for nighttime. And then I have some stuffed animals at the end here. I have my IKEA shark, and this shark I got from an aquarium. If you couldn't tell, I like sharks, and my IKEA shark is probably my favorite stuffed animal that I own. But I have a couple more stuffed animals at the back here. I have an IKEA dog, I have 2 capybaras, and then I have the plushie I got from Berlin from my last trip. But moving on, I have some side pillows here so I don't like bang myself against the wall. I have this one of my dog like in real life. I'll put up a picture. And then I have this one, which is just like a comfy one, like a random one. It's really soft. And then up here I just have some pillows. Again, I need to protect myself against banging my head against the wall because I like move 370 degrees while I'm sleeping. And then I have this side pillow, mainly just because I have it and in case I want to change or rotate or like do stuff during the day, but I don't really have like a real point in having it. And then I just have my phone charging here on my bed, and then I have my iPad with my AirPods just sitting here. Around my bed I have LED strips. I have one going behind the bed up into the ceiling that are starting to break, so I need to change those. And then I have one behind my bed frame, and then one under my bed frame down here that like shines onto the floor. And then I just have this little power strip for things that I want to charge like near my bed. So I have my main power brick here that I use to charge my phone and laptop and iPad because everything charges with USB-C, thankfully. And then I have this lightning cable in case I want to charge like something that's Apple but like older, like my old phone or something like that. And then one is a CD player, and then the other is for lighting under my bed. And then I have some posters like around my bed up here. So I have some Percy Jackson posters, some shark posters because I feel like it works thematically, a Ariana Grande song lyrics. So these are just some of my favorite things. And then I have some more like posters here, some of music, Saturn, which is my favorite planet, but it also is next to the SZA poster. And if you know, SZA has a song called Saturn, so I just thought that worked really well together. I have some CDs that are flipped on the back. Don't worry, these are not like expensive or new CDs. I'm pretty sure they are like CDRs that are written but like aren't really useful, or like have like 2 tracks on them but can't be written on top of anymore or whatever. I don't remember, but yeah, like they aren't being in active use, so I just decided to put them up here. And then I have some Conan Gray posters because I love Conan Gray. I've been listening to his music since like 2022, I'm pretty sure. The first song I heard from him was Memories. So yeah, I've been liking his music for a long time now, and yeah, his new album just came out, so I'm really happy about that. And then we just have some posters of my favorite shows. So we have Windbreaker and Hunter x Hunter, and also we have Casper from A Date with Death because I just decided to put it there to like fill up some space. And moving over to my nightstand slash shelf thing, I have some water bottles here because stay hydrated. This is your sign to drink water if you haven't had water in a while. And then I have my IKEA mushroom lamp, and then I have these like Bose speakers, like they come in a pair and they connect to my CD player, so that's why I have them, and they're really small, so that's why they're here. And then I have my Bose SoundLink Flex 2nd generation, and this I use for listening to music like around my bed and stuff like that, and also in the shower, or if I want to like go somewhere I take this one. It sounds really good and I really like it. Very good investment, definitely recommend in my opinion, because sound is really subjective, but I recommend trying a speaker in the shop if you can. But personally, I really recommend this one. I think it sounds really good, very light and small, so it's easy for me to bring with me. Like when I went to Germany, I took this with me as well. And then over here I have a plant that goes down, and if you can hear my computer, I'm sorry about that, it's really loud. But anyways, I also have 10 euros just sitting here, I don't know why. And then I have hand lotion, and then I have a candle from Bath and Body Works, and then I have this clock thing, which is actually really cool. It tells the temperature, and then you can rotate it, and then it tells the time, and then it can also do like a timer and an alarm function, but I just use my phone for that. Another water bottle next to my hydro flask, and then I have my wired headphones. Sometimes I use these purely for outfits or when my battery runs out on my AirPods. And I also use them for video editing due to like their lower latency, which is better for like timing stuff on beat if I need to do that. And then I have my AC remote. And then moving on down here, I have some perfumes. I really like my perfumes. Personally, my 62 is my favorite, even though it's very common and slightly overused by some people's standards. I think it smells good, but it's very basic. I want to get like a Billie Eilish #1 perfume or like a Ariana Ariana Grande More Vanilla. I feel like that would work really well for me. But anyways, moving on, we have my Kindle because I like to read, and recently I've been reading A Good Girl's Guide to Murder, and then before that I was reading Percy Jackson, I think like book 5 or book 4. I want to finish the Heroes of Olympus series. And then I have my power bank here. This is from Anchor. I really like it. It's a 10,000 watt, I don't think it's 10,000 watt, 10,000 milliamp hours, and it can charge my phone twice since I have the smaller 15 Pro, not the 15 Pro Max. And then I have my Sony XM4 case, my favorite headphones. I love my Sonys. Then I just have my old Kindle down here. It's like a Kindle 4th gen or 3rd gen, I think. And then moving on down here, I have my CD player. This one's like $30 from Amazon. It's pretty good for me. Like I'm not like an audiophile, so I don't know what's considered good or bad. But to me, it like plays the CD, so that's good enough for me. So for me, that works, and it's pretty small. I can tuck it like behind different things, and then I just connect it here to my Bose speakers, and then there to my Edifier speakers, which are on my desk over there. And then I have my CD player remote. Very convenient. I love that it comes with a remote. This one, which is Sour Olivia Rodrigo. Got Olivia Rodrigo, Short and Sweet Sabrina Carpenter, Think Later Tate McRae, Eternal Sunshine Ariana Grande, Positions Ariana Grande, The Best Album Ever Made, and then we have Thank You Next Ariana Grande, Sweetener Ariana Grande, and then Dangerous Woman Ariana Grande, and then SOS by SZA, and then I just have this like random one that's like empty, but I just use this one as like to not bump it against like stuff if it falls over. If you can't tell, I really like Ariana Grande, and then I have more Ariana Grande posters up here, and then more Ariana Grande posters on the side. Also, the Ariana Grande thing I said in the other video already, but it was like €5 per CD, so that was such a good deal. That's why I have so many Ariana Grande CDs. Over here, I have like my recents and favorites bookshelf, so if I really like a book, it goes here. If I want to read it next, it goes here, and if I am currently reading a book, it goes here. I was reading this. I have the physical and the Kindle version because like I was on the train and I was like, I still want to read it, but I don't want to take my book with me because I'm scared I'm gonna break it and it's like inconvenient. So I just got it on my Kindle too. I know that's kind of like counterproductive, but yeah, I do that sometimes. And then I have my Percy Jackson stuff and Heroes of Olympus stuff. I really like Percy Jackson. It's my favorite. I have The Sun and the Star, and I have The Sun and the Star, which I've heard is the best book ever written, but I unfortunately have not finished Heroes of Olympus yet, so I can't read it yet or it will make no sense and then spoil half of the plot. I got it mainly because it looks cool, and I just have some Camp Half-Blood posters and then this sketch of what Camp Half-Blood looks like. And then I have cool prints here. I don't know why it's here actually. I haven't even read it yet. And then to the side I have like my Bose subwoofer, so this gives the little speakers up there some more bass, I guess. And then this thing that adjusts the volume, but I never touch it because I just adjust it from my CD player. Moving over here to my desk, I have my Sony XM4s that I love. None of the things here are sponsored, even though I should be sponsored like for 5 things I have like recommended in this video. I have my MacBook here. Moving over here, I have like my Mac dongle so I can like plug in USB-A stuff because I have a Mac. And then I have my computer here, which is currently sounding like a jet engine. I've tried to adjust the fan curves and I've also adjusted the BIOS settings, but it refuses to like calm down. It keeps running at 100%. I don't know what's going on. Like, let me put my microphone on this thing for you without adjusting the gain at all. But anyways, I put up like the detailed specs on screen. But mainly it has 16 gigs of RAM, RTX 3070, Ryzen 7 5800X. And then I have my Edifier MR4 speakers. These sound good, but they don't sound amazing. But they're like good enough for like desk speakers, and they're pretty flat if you change it to the studio mode. So it's good for referencing like stuff for music production, because if you don't know, I'm also a vocalist, so sometimes I need to hear myself back when I sing and stuff like that. And then I have my DT770 Pros 80 ohms version. So I power these with my Focusrite Scarlett 2i2 4th gen. These are mainly used for when I'm at my desk at my computer, when I'm editing for low latency if I am not using my earpods, which are the wired Apple headphones, and when I'm doing music production to get more accurate like representation and have vocals like cut through the mix, because they're pretty bright, so that's helpful for hearing myself on like a backing track. And then over here I have my monitor. This is a LG 1440p 27-inch 144Hz panel. But yeah, I just have my Conan playlist just opened here because I was listening to it earlier, and the new album Wishbone is so good. Like, I can't stop listening to it. It's so good. Yeah, enough ranting about Conan. I just have this random wallpaper from Wallpaper Engine. If you have a PC, please get Wallpaper Engine. They should sponsor me, but it is really good. I recommend it. It gives you animated wallpapers like this, and they have so many to choose from. And then I have my keyboard, mouse, and desk mat. If you want to see me building this, you can look at my setup revamp video from a few weeks ago. I made this myself partly. I put in the keycaps and the switches myself. But this is a High Ground Summit, and then this is a High Ground mouse pad, and then Razer Viper Mini for my mouse. I want to get a better mouse, but like I don't want to spend money, so I'm just using this for now. But I might get like a G Pro X Superlight 2nd generation or whatever it's called. And then I just have a monitor mount from like this random brand, so hopefully it doesn't like drop my monitor, but so far it's been fine. And that clears up some space under here so I can put my laptop if I want to use it with my monitor. And then I have the other side of my edifier speakers, and then down here I have my power strip, which I use to power parts of my setup. And then I have another power strip over here, and my LED strip is coming off, which is super fun to deal with. And also this cable management is horrific, but I like change stuff in my setup all the time, and I also like need to be able to take it apart if I want to like move or something in the future. And then we have a big window here. Very bright outside, very big window. And then over here I have my tripod that I never use. I just have it with my like old iPhone mount. This boom arm that doesn't work because it was like $10. And then I have my old keyboard, which is this like pink one. Doesn't sound very good, but it like works as a keyboard, I guess. Random like stuff literally thrown around here. My hard drive for backing up storage. My old family iMac. This used to be downstairs, and we're currently working on selling it, but it's just sitting here because my room is the coldest while it like waits to be sold so that it doesn't like age or like break or anything. I don't know what year this is. I think it's like a 2015 or 2016, 2017, something like that. And then I have some like random stuff literally thrown around here. And then I have my Tate McRae poster. This one's signed because I went to her concert. And then I have this shelf thing. So I have some random boxes, and then this like wicked thing up here, like popcorn basket. And then I have some more boxes, some random stuff here. And then I have an iPod Nano 5th gen, I believe, or iPod Micro. I don't even know what it's called. And then I have a BMW like toy car model thing in a box that I got from Germany. And then I have a lighter here to light my candles, some random USB stuff, a bracelet in here. And then I have like old phone cases, boxes, lights that don't work. This one is my mom's old phone, my dad's old phone, iPhone 5s, both of them I'm pretty sure. And then I have some boxes over here. I have my DJI box, Ariana Grande box, book, and then I have my microphone, and then I have some speakers here that I used to use downstairs, and then one of them wasn't like my dad's, one of them was mine, but he doesn't use them anymore, so I just keep them here. And then I have my Sony ZV-1 sitting on the box. I'm shooting on my DJI Osmo Pocket 3. I use this one for B-roll sometimes, but it doesn't work that well for my footage because I shoot 4K and I also shoot pretty high bitrate and heavy footage, and also I edit and color grade a lot, so this isn't the best for that. And then I also have some random books here. Down here I have my Sonos speaker. I really like this. It's a Sonos Era 100, and it fills my room so well, and the audio is like crystal clear, and the bass is also good. And then I have this like perfume, which is a copy of the Sol de Janeiro one. I got it off like some random website, and it was really cheap, so I mainly just use it to like spray on stuff if it smells bad, because now I have the actual Sol de Janeiro thing, so like if my blanket smells bad, I just spray it on that. I have some like random bag, another mic, salt lamp, Xbox controller, and then random stuff just sitting under that I'm not gonna deal with. Moving over here, I have some vines around the entire shelf, and then also fairy lights that aren't plugged in, and then I have some paper, and then I have my sketch pad, and then my Xiaomi air purifier under it. This is not healthy, but I don't have the air purifier on, so it's just sitting here in the meantime. But I need to figure out a new spot to put it because it cannot stay here when I need to use the air purifier. But for now, it's okay. And then over here I have my guitar. This is a Squier Mini Strat, I'm pretty sure. And then I have some posters for some music that I like. Star Wars, one of the best albums, the best debut album ever. And then I have the door, and then I have my pegboard over here, and then I have my pegboard over here, which has some things that I like plus some utilitarian type things. So I have some keychains over here that I swapped through. I have this star one that I really like, this Killua like pop figure thing, and then I have this butterfly necklace that hopefully my camera is focusing on, and then I have some like stuff to put on a board, and then I have my Converse crossbody bag, and then I have my tote bag. I'm ordering a new tote bag and it should come in next week, so I'll show you guys that once it comes in, because stuff keeps falling through this bag, so it's a bit annoying, and this one's kind of small, so that's why I'm getting new bags. More keychains. I have this llama one, this random bear one, some like random stuff over here for books, and then some stuff for writing and like schoolwork and drawing and sketching. I use this pencil for sketching. It's like a HB basic Statler pencil, and then I have some random glue and like post-it notes, stapler, random stuff up here. I have some decoration for things I'm interested in, and yeah, that's basically it. More Ariana Grande posters down here, and then just some like random things. And then down here I have like a little shelf with some chargers, and then down here I have extra supplies, but that's it. And then I have a humidifier since that's good for my vocals when the air is dry. But yeah guys, that's it for my room. I hope you guys enjoyed watching. If you have any questions, leave them down in the comments below and I'll try to answer them as best as I can. But yeah, that's it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed. Like and subscribe if you did, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.